Dale Eagle will bowl first. The 55-year-old, 32 years he has been a professional, 6 senior titles. Last win coming in July of 1999.
Starts out strong with a strike in the first frame and shows the power. The ball coming in late, taking out the 5, rattling those pins down. Now Dale's opted to use a shinier ball. Ball goes a lot longer down the lane before it makes its move.
And Gene Stus, as we mentioned, 10th year as a pro, never bowled on the regular tour, 10 senior titles to his credit.
Stus coming in, showing some power of his own.
Let's talk about the lane conditions. These are wood lanes, not synthetic lanes, but most of these men that are bowling tonight grew up on wood lanes.
Well, they did. And the well was taken down 32 feet, buffed to 41. The pattern, just like last week, that double tree. Should see some better scores this week than we did last.
And Gene Stus again, a big guy, well over 6'3".
Boy, he leaves the soft 7. He chose to finish on this left-hand lane. Likes it better, but the 7-pin would not fall over.
Well, one thing he's been working on, if you look at some of the career highlights, of course, back in '92, the Senior Player of the Year, he's been working on his tempo. Said he's really struggled with it at times this week.
Well, no problem with the 7-pin. He's been trying to keep himself a little bit slow. When he gets going too fast, he has a tendency to raise up at the foul line, loses his leverage and his accuracy.
Dale Eagle has had a successful season thus far, 7 cashes in 7 tournaments. Best finish was second at Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Now for the early double.
Is he the kind of player that once he gets confidence like this, 2 in a row, it just builds for him?
Well, he certainly is. Taking a look at Eagle, projecting the ball down around the 16th board, playing a very tight line, not using a lot of hook. All the pins responding, 10 in the pit. Does he like it, Ron? I think so.
He's told us earlier today that he's had to make a lot of changes this week with equipment, with speed, angles, the entry into the pocket. So it's been a week of adjustments.
Now they go through a lot of equipment on tour. Stuck a little at the line, but he doesn't care. He loves it. Look, he's making friends. That's right. Dale Eagle, as you'll see, pushes the ball away early, and he'll get that arm swing right around shoulder high. Very nice. Just a little above. Good knee bend, good projection down the lane. We see Gene Stus on 26.
Well, he was 20 pins down going into that frame. He's going to add to it. Gene can't afford to get behind a player like Dale Eagle because Eagle's confidence now is at a very high level.
The Eagle bowled well the last couple of games just to make it into the top 5.
Well, he picks up the 7. We talked about Dale. He was actually in the number 6 spot going into the final round, was able to get into the tournament as the number 5 seed, which has been lucky for a couple of players already this year. In fact, 3 of them, Mark Roth, Chuck Pierce, and Ron Morton, have already come from the number 5 position to win a tournament on the senior tour.
Will it?
There we go.
4-pin falls into the 9.
You'll take it any way you can get it.
Stus says, well, that's a little bit of a break. I needed that. The big man in a little deeper than Eagle. Ball coming in high. There's the 4-pin into the 9. And thank you. He likes it.
4 in a row for Dale Eagle.
And he can tell right off his hand, Ron, that ball left his hand and he was running it out. He knew he projected a good shot.
Now you can see the score right now, plus 31 for Dale Eagle. One thing he has done the last couple of days, he says he's been cupping the ball a little bit more. He rooms with Steve Neff, another senior tour player on the tour while they're out. He said Steve told him about it.
And the reason he's cupping the ball, Ron, is to get more roll on the ball, to get a heavier roll so he can swing the ball farther to the right, bring it back into the pocket, make it hit hard. And that's exactly what didn't happen. And he leaves the 1, 2, 8, and 10. Now, it looks like quite a mess out there, but really can be made. Needs to get the ball to the left side of the 1 pin, drive the 1 into the 10, and the ball will take out the 2 and the 8.
That felt pretty good.
And he's starting to talk to himself just a little bit. And he'll have his first open frame and the first open frame of this match between the number 5 and 4 seeds. And we can see the tournament start out with 108 bowlers. Took an average of just over 215 to make the match play and to make the telecast. Better than that at 221 plus.
Will it? 6-pin lays in the channel. Doesn't come up and knock out the 10. The flat 10 left on lane 26. And Stus has been all over the pocket but unable to carry. Harder ball. And he does that. You don't want a lot of friction when you're shooting spares. You want to be able to throw the ball hard and straight. That harder ball gives him a little more leeway.
Well, Gene led after the first 2 rounds. He said after that it was all downhill. The conditions changed. Says he didn't throw the ball well. It was very frustrating. But when he gets to the line, he's thinking of tempo. Only down by 15. That gets you back into the hunt. And we have completed 5.5 frames, and right now Gene Stus trailing by just 15 to Dale Eagle, the number 5 seed. More from Beaverton, Oregon in a moment.